Kourtney Kardashian shut down rampant and unsubstantiated rumors that her son Mason Disick secretly fathered a child in a new post. On Sunday, the reality star, 45, denied the social media theories that her eldest child, 15, quietly welcomed a daughter, named Piper, last year, on her Instagram story. "I rarely address rumors or conspiracies regarding myself or my family, but this is about my child and it feels wrong to let anyone think for a second that these lies are remotely true. They are not," she wrote. The mother of 4 continued, "Mason does not have a child. These accounts that pretend to be him are definitely not. They are fake. My son really values his privacy, and I am asking all media to please be respectful. He is a kid with feelings and a beautiful life ahead of him." She went on to ask the public to please stop spreading false narratives and spinning lies. "And to all the other people making videos about my kids, who, by the way, are minors, please stop and leave them alone," she concluded. Her post comes after wild rumors spread that Kardashian and her ex Scott Disick's teenage son secretly become a father began spreading all over social media. Speculation hit fever pitch recently when a social media account purporting to be Mason's secret Instagram posted photos of a baby girl, and claimed it was his daughter named Piper in follow-up posts. The posts from accounts Mason Didsh and Mason Secret, which were shared on Reddit, saw one fan ask pic of Piper with the account sharing 2 photos of an infant. Another follower asked, "Did you have a baby?" getting the response, "Yeah, I did." One follower then asked, "They didn't kick you out when you had Piper?" with the account responding, "Piper doesn't count. I was forced to do that, so it's not my fault she was created." A further post read, "Who is Piper?" with the account responding, "Failed protection." Another post saw the account claim they see Piper sometimes, while another follower commented, "She honestly looks so much like you when you were a baby." The account responded, "FRIK, the older she gets the more she looks like me." Reddit users commented that the original post revealing the screenshots had been deleted, with one writing, "I saw it too. It was crazy BC." He was saying he was forced and that it was failed protection. Another wrote, "I wouldn't put it past the Kardashians to pull every string imaginable to get it completely scrubbed off the internet." Mason knocking someone up at 13. The scandal. They would never admit it. Poor child. Others said the account was spam, writing, "It doesn't seem like it's his real ACC," and claimed the account was F*******G with everyone. Mason moved in with his father 2 years ago, with Disick revealing on sister-in-law Khloe Kardashian's podcast that he coaches his son on dating. He said, "Recently, he's starting to really like girls. And obviously, girls like him," adding he tells Mason, "You can do whatever you want, but just don't lie and don't manipulate any girls." He continued, "So if a girl tells you she maybe wants to do something with you, like hook up and whatever, if she knows you're not in a relationship with her, don't tell her you are just to get something out of her." And he's like, "No, I know, I get it," Disick explained. "And I hear him on the phone, he's like, we can, but we're friends." And he tells them straight up. Because that's where it's f***ed up. Ultimately, Disick told Mason he can do whatever he wants as long as he's honest. "Honesty's the best policy, but back in our day, it wasn't so easy," he recalls telling his son. While appearing on the Chloe in Wonderland podcast, Disick also revealed he has already warned Mason about the hereditary risks of alcohol use. "I do explain to Mason how drinking affected me and the tough situations it got me into, and he knows that," Disick explained. "These conversations happen all the time." Disick, who also shares daughter Penelope, 12, and son Rain, 10, with Kardashian, explained that Mason once assumed he'd be treated differently because of his dad's past struggles. "I told him, if I see a problem with alcohol with you, I will take action. But other than that, you're just like every other kid. You'll try drinking when you try drinking," he went on to clarify. "If I see any hereditary issues, I'll step in." Disick also noted that Mason has likely seen enough of his outlandish behavior on Keeping Up with the Kardashians to understand the consequences, which may help prevent him from making similar choices in the future. "Honesty's the best policy, but back in our day, it wasn't so easy," he recalls telling his son. While appearing on the Chloe in Wonderland podcast, Disick also revealed he has already warned Mason about the hereditary risks of alcohol use. "I do explain to Mason how drinking affected me and the tough situations it got me into, and he knows that," Disick explained. "These conversations happen all the time." Disick, who also shares daughter Penelope, 12, and son Rain, 10, with Kardashian, explained that Mason once assumed he'd be treated differently because of his dad's past struggles. "I told him, if I see a problem with alcohol with you, I will take action. But other than that, you're just like every other kid. You'll try drinking when you try drinking," he went on to clarify. "If I see any hereditary issues, I'll step in." Disick also noted that Mason has likely seen enough of his outlandish behavior on Keeping Up with the Kardashians to understand the consequences, which may help prevent him from making similar choices in the future. Kourtney opened up about the decision as she discussed parenting and social media with Miranda Kerr for Vogue Paris in May 2021. "Mason started some secret accounts during quarantine," she said. "Those were quickly shut down." The Poosh mogul explained that what kids share today, it's there forever, adding, "I felt like quarantine was a big lesson, too, because I felt like it was hard for kids. I loved it because I loved being home and being with them and not feeling guilty or feel like I was missing out," Kourtney explained. "It was a good time for bonding, but then I felt like for their social interaction, it was really hard for them." Kourtney also previously stated that she was hesitant to allow her kids on social media to protect their mental health. "I think on Instagram, the thing that really worries me with kids is just comments," she said during an Instagram Live. "People can be so mean. It's really easy to get consumed with it. I just feel it's not the time." When his cousin Northwest, 11, got in trouble for going on TikTok Live without permission in December 2021, Kim shared the mature advice Mason texted her just in case for safety. "Hi, I don't want to disrespect North, but I don't think she should do the lives unless someone is with her because people are always screen recording and she might tell information that isn't correct and stuff like that," he wrote. Mason said North might regret sharing their family's personal information after he did the exact same thing and now regretted saying one of the things he mentioned on Live. In the message, Mason seemed to be alluding to the time he revealed his Kylie Jenner, his aunt, and her ex Travis Scott were not back together during an Instagram Live. Kourtney welcomed Mason, Kris Jenner's first grandchild, in 2009 on the season 4 finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.